Ben and I have been living in our house for like almost 2 years now, and we have finally been updating and painting our house. I just finished fixing up my office, and it's still not even 100% there, but I just want to show you what I did because I've been working on it for the past 2 days. So are you ready for this? Okay, so very quick tour. I put this mural together yesterday. It took me about all day. Made these dresser thingies on my birthday. And then I painted this mural. I have this giant mirror. I got this desk, and look at what this desk can do. And then in here is a bunch of crap. That's an angel wing begonia. That's the outside. Then I have a beautiful pothos right here. This is my 2020 vision board. And then here is my closet. Inside of these dresser thingies, my clothes. Yep, messy. And then in this one, my shoes. And now I'm sitting on my favorite chair that I got at a garage sale with my Himalayan salt lamp that I also got at a garage sale. So today's video is going to be all about the Ace of Shades book. I don't have a copy of it. I actually returned to the library on Wednesday, and I don't know why I didn't record this before that. So the first part of this video is going to be like a non-spoilery review of the book, and then it's going to jump into my whole reading vlog and all the reactions that I had to the book. And if you guys want more Ace of Shades content, my friend Lexa and I have a young adult fantasy podcast where we talk about the books that we read. Our most recent episode is on the Ace of Shades. So let me just talk about Ace of Shades. It's so good. I would probably rate Ace of Shades 4 out of 5, and the whole series, because I already finished the whole series by the time this video has come out, 5 out of 5. It is so good. The first book is really good, and then it just like gets way better. So here are like the main things that I find are enjoyable in books. First of all, multiple points of view and third person from the two main protagonists, Anne and Levi. So the book is pretty fast paced. It's constantly moving. I usually read a lot of books with a lot of action. This one didn't need to have a lot of action for it to have moved pretty quickly, and I really appreciate that, and I really like that. Amanda Foody does a really good job with the whole series overall at keeping the pace pretty good. I don't know what it is, but I really connected with her writing style. In the first chapter, just reading the first chapter, I knew that I was gonna want to keep reading the books, and I did, and I really enjoyed it. So some really good things about the books is that it's actually pretty psychologically sound in a way that means like the motives and the decisions that they make just make sense with the characters and the way that they develop. The villains are really good. There's like in the whole series there's a lot of villains actually, but the first one there's only a couple. It's just crazy like what all goes on, and it just like gets worse and worse and worse. And then finally, the magic system is incredible. It's very unique. I have not experienced this magic system before, but basically everyone is born with, instead of magic, they call them talents. So everyone's born with a blood talent, which is an ability that you are like the best at, and then a split talent, which is one that you're really good at but not as good as your blood talent. Talents can range from a number of things, like being a really great dancer, or being able to force people into lifelong oaths to you, or, you know, like being able to sniff out a lie, or just being able to play music really well. There's a bunch of different kinds of things across the board. Yeah, and I really just liked this world. I loved the characters that she creates. Get actually more perspectives as the book series goes on, so you'll get even more complexity in the books, and I just highly recommend you checking them out. So that's pretty much it for like a non-spoiler book review. When I talk about these in the future, could you guys let me know like what kinds of things you're looking for in a book review, so that I know what you guys are looking for in like what's good and not good. So now I'm gonna jump into the reading vlog. It starts about like a few chapters in. I didn't start like right at the beginning, but I hope you guys enjoy. I just got to the part where Anne meets Cedric, and it's just like so gross. Like the fact that he thinks that she's probably younger than 15 years old is like ew, and I just have like all these chills. He's like probably at least 30 years old, and he's so gross. I'm so glad that she's like, but she was decided. There was no shame in poisoning him. Ew, he's so gross. I can't wait for them to take him down. But ew. Ew, ew, he's nasty. Ugh. I think like some of the grossest lines he said was just like things about her parents, like, I wouldn't tell your parents if I were you, or like, do your parents know you're here? He knows she's young, he knows that she's a baby. Oh, I don't like him. I want him to die. Simon has come over to console me because I'm very upset about this nasty boy. About Cedric, I hope he dies. I just got to the part where Anne is trying out the trapeze for the first time, and she's just like, okay, then push me. And then she's like, I am backing down this time. Dang, and I am already loving in just the first a quarter of the book, and she has already great character development, and I am here for it. I was tired of that Missy thing, and I love how she's just like, she spent her entire life fighting for the next to last, so if she had to play, she would not lose. She would not break. Yes, girl. Yes, queen. So right now, Levi and Anne are starting to like grow feelings for each other, and I'm very curious. Earlier, when Anne had walked into the casino and she was like, oh, Levi is actually a really handsome guy, blah, 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 blah. And then Levi had one point was like, oh, Anne is like actually a really pretty person. I just like, I think they knew that before, you know, like you don't have to like recognize that later. He was already like really annoyed with her at first. I am starting to ship them. What if they end up with other people? I don't know. I'm really liking it though. I freaking knew it. I knew that N was something else when Levi was talking about that other family, the Dondalala. What are they called? The Dondalala. Well, when Levi was talking about them, I was like, oh, she is one of them. It's crazy. Also, she's like super lucky that the dove lady that she went to was not actually a dove. But I'm really curious what's gonna happen next. Like if that oath was actually legit or not. I feel like that lady could have easily lied. I would have questioned it. And I had no idea if it was like real or not. Now, it's on to day 4. We were just on, like, day 7 or something, weren't we? I swear we were on day 7, and now it's on day 4, so I'm sad that it skipped a bunch of stuff. Okay, I figured it out. I was, like, looking at it, I was like, oh. So this one says day 3, and then the next one says day 4, so it's kind of, like, not counting down days, it's just counting days up. I'm, like, very curious about what happened to Cedric Torrin, though, because he was poisoned, and I just, like, am like, is he still throwing up for, like, an entire week? That's gross and super uncomfortable. Also, does he suspect N at all? I can't believe Bianca just, like, sent N in to poison Cedric and, like, didn't train her at all? Was there any forethought? Like, it's just, like, she just assumed that N would be able to do it without, like, getting caught. Like, what if she got caught? I guess you don't care. Okay, I'm, like, super confused about something. So I'm, like, trying to figure out how the scam of Bianca and Levi's work. So basically, he gets someone to invest in, like, some venture or something like that. And then they give him money. He's supposed to, like, pay them back. So then he does that by going and getting someone else to invest money. It just seems like a really bad, like, credit card practice. Like, when people would take one credit card and pay back another credit card with a different credit card and they just, like, keep going. That's what it sounds like. So I really just, like, don't understand this whole scam. Maybe they'll talk about it more, but I just, like, don't get how. I mean, like, I guess Levi can pocket some of the money, but is it, like, that much? I just, like, so each time he has to get someone else to invest a little bit more or just, like, a lot more? But at what point can he just, like, fully pay someone back? This is confusing. I just don't get it. What the heck? I was expecting Jacques to betray Levi, but Shay, I guess that makes the most sense. He was obviously, like, going to, but how did he just lose so fast? I just don't understand. And Levi's about to die, but obviously he's not gonna die, so what's about to happen? I'm so confused. Guys, I just, like, do not understand how N is going to kill Cedric Torrin. Like, Bianca is like giving no help or support. And she just expects En to be able to kill him. She's not like an assassin or anything. Like, she has no skills to do that. It just like doesn't make any sense to me. How can Bianca be like, oh, you're my little secret, no one can trace you back, but En like freaking lives in the casino. It's not like people wouldn't be able to see her walk in and out, and like Cedric Torrance people could just like, she's literally one of the acrobats that performs at the casino. I just feel like it's kind of obvious. So she just shows up, Cedric Torrance thing, he dies that night. Like, she would be one of the first suspects. It doesn't make any sense. I know that I've been complaining a lot about the things that don't make sense in this book, but I am genuinely really enjoying it. I'm actually kind of surprised about how much I'm enjoying it, because there's not a lot of like action, like there's no fighting and stuff, but I think that there's enough mystery in the book. There's still like stuff happening, and I think it's because it's so broken down into like short pieces, because you know your girl has like a short attention span. It feels like a bunch of mini episodes, so like things are happening within a short amount of time, so it's like moving quickly enough. It does kind of bother me that like this has all happened in like 10 days, and I'm at not even 10 days, less than 10 days, and has like changed so much. Like, I feel like that's kind of unrealistic. I feel like it should have like taken over the summer. Her changes just happened so fast, and it's kind of a little bit unbelievable to me. But I still really enjoy the book. I do like her character development. I just wish it was happening over time, like maybe over the summer, because that would have made more sense than just in like a week. Woo! And just killed Cedric Torrance. He dead forever. I'm so excited. Well, I hope he's dead. Okay, now to go see Levi. Come on, let's go in. Okay, so I just have a tiny bit left of the book to go. Isn't that... Oh, I had a bobby pin. I was definitely using that for a bookmark earlier. But I only have a little tiny bit left to go. So, sitting down, finishing Ace of Shades for the last time. I can't wait to share my final thoughts with you guys. Then I'm probably going to jump into King of Fools right away. So, here we go. What? Hearing Bianca say, I'm sorry I got you into this, and I'm genuinely sorry about that, this just makes me like really... who is Bianca? And I don't understand why she's evil and good, and I don't understand why does she like Levi so much. Well, that's pretty much it. If you guys want to hear more of my thoughts on Ace of Shades, definitely check out my podcast Within the Pages with Lexa and Cynthia, and that's linked down below. And definitely hit a like if you want to see more reading vlogs. I won't be doing any more reading vlogs on King of Fools or Queen of Vaults. If you guys want to hear all of my thoughts on those two, you can definitely check out my podcast. Okay, see you guys later. Bye!